Palestinian leaders have won their right to change the way they're recognized at the United Nations. Member states there voted overwhelmingly to upgrade Palestinian status to that of non-member observer state, which puts it in the same category as the Vatican. Alan Fisher was live at the United Nations watching the speeches and the voting. Alan, tell us what happened today.
Well, they're heading away from the United Nations building knowing that what they set out to achieve, they managed. The Palestinians have long wanted to get some sort of official recognition from the United Nations. Remember, last year they tried to get full member status, but that was rejected by the UN Security Council. This time they took it to the General Assembly, and this time they were successful.
In favour, 138.
The result is clear. The consequences of the vote are not.
Abstentions.
It was expected the United Nations General Assembly would overwhelmingly back the idea of enhanced Palestinian status. And it did. Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas made his case, insisting he was trying to save the peace process, not end it.
We did not come here to add further complications to the peace process, which Israel's policies have thrown into the intensive care unit. Rather, we came to launch a final, serious attempt to achieve peace.
The Israelis knew this was a vote they were likely to lose, but they still called on the Assembly to reject the idea, attacking the Palestinian president and the plan.
For as long as President Abbas prefers symbolism over reality, as long as he prefers to travel to New York for UN resolutions, rather than travel to Jerusalem for genuine dialogue, any hope of peace will be out of reach.
The Palestinian support came from across the globe, South American, Asian and Europeans casting their vote in favour. There were 9 votes against, the most significant, the USA.
Today's unfortunate and counterproductive resolution places further obstacles in the path to peace. That is why the United States voted against it.
This vote means the Palestinian status here at the United Nations changes from observer to observer state. The introduction of one small word, but for the Palestinians and their supporters, it has huge symbolic and political significance. In Ramalah, the lights above the city were of celebration rather than conflict. For the people, Palestine a little larger, a little more important, a little closer to the future they hope for.
Today, with God's will, we celebrate the victory of Palestine being on the world map, a country like any other country.
The new status gives the Palestinians access to more UN bodies, including the International Criminal Court. They've tried to raise cases against the Israelis there before and failed.
Proceeding of this meeting.
The Palestinians may enjoy their moment, their new position in the world community, but there's an Israeli election on the horizon, so this won't produce any immediate benefit, any immediate settlement to a conflict which continues to divide.